Alright, I'm gonna make another video on this. I've said this so many times and people just keep asking me. They don't even look it up before they even ask it. Well, the one thing I want to put out right now is no original CAWs in WEDF. The reason being, it is hard to book so many people on my show. I have like 60 some people on the show, and it's hard to really book another guy and do a character and put him in a storyline. I have a hard time writing for people like Zack Star, Danny Jackpot, Suspect, Ocha Jack sometimes, and getting them over right. And then I'm wanting all these new guys, and WEDF is not known to be some type of original league. Sure, yeah, I have some, but it's not all just you ask this just because six people are in there or something like that. It's not where you're like, oh hey, can I be in WEDF? Can I be in WEDF? I get like 20 of these a week, and please stop. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but stop. There's videos on it. I'm gonna put it out here too. Please don't ask for them. It's really distracting me. Like, can I have a call in WEDF? No. I only sign people to the roster or who I know for a long time, and even then, it's hard for me to get them in there too. Like you've seen Smokey come back, he's on ECCW, and that's probably the best show for him for his feud with Cody Rhodes to get over. Speaking of which, on ECCW, I'm not sure whether or not to keep it going after WrestleMania. I mean, I may. It's just really hard keep focused on that show when you have Raw and SmackDown, and I generally forget what happens on Raw and SmackDown because of ECCW shows. I'm like, oh crap, why do I have to do this again? Why do I have to record ECCW for? It just messes up with everything, and I do have too many people on the roster. So season 3, unfortunately, is going to have more cuts than signees. Just put it that way. I just don't have room. It's just hard to write for 70 different people. It's not going to happen anymore. I mean, you're going to see a lot of the guys, like maybe Undertaker and Goldberg, they're going to be on break for a while. Possibly. You'll just have to wait and see. But I mean, it's not going to, it's just not going to happen. You're not going to see many new faces appear in WEDF. And of course, I will be moving to WWE 12. That is pretty much a given that I will be continuing WEDF on there. What I'll be doing, since it comes out like in late November, I will be starting WEDF on WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. So after Lashing Back, you're not going to see WEDF on 11. You're going to see it on 12. I'm not sure when it's going to be. Just be patient. I'll probably give an update when it'll be when the CAWs will be. So I'm a bad CAW maker, so I really download a lot of the stuff. A lot of the stuff isn't really owned. I mean, it's just a hell of a lot better just to download. It makes it time consuming. All I have to do is just really edit them and add the movesets and entrances and all that. It makes it a whole lot easier. So yes, I will be moving to WWE 12. As for the original stuff, it's alright. Ton Bimbo asks, can you add me to? I don't even own new TNA. I'm just promoting that for Josh, one of my friends, Oshidex, who has a CAW WEDF. I mean, yeah, he has a Oshidex is in new TNA and WEDF. Speaking of new TNA, subscribe to Oshidex 21. It's like WEDF equivalent of new TNA. It's like a competition and whatnot stuff. But yeah, go ahead and subscribe to Oshidex 21. Maybe he can get 1,000 subs before you know it. That would be pretty nice to see happen. I mean, he's already he's really surpassed a lot of people despite only making 4 episodes, a few explosions, and a CPV. I never even had that success. I didn't even reach 500 subscribers until after uh, Will, DD, whoever his name is, went on a flagging spree. And that's basically whenever I moved to 2010 on the PS2 when I started gaining a lot of people. So yeah, I mean, go ahead and subscribe to him. He's at 579, and it'd be pretty nice to see a lot of the WEDF fans watch his show too, because they're really good. Although the CPV might have been a bit too long, it was. I mean, Survivor Series was. Don't even get me on that. That was just horrible. I'll admit, Survivor Series was just a horrible show. I'll admit that it was rushed and shitty and whatnot, and just so much criticism that I just like. Yeah, you're right. It did suck. I admit it sucked. Anyway, going through the comments here, I'm going to do. A lot of people ask me this. How to do a callie? How to do a callie? It's about 50 people ask me this. So, what I may do is do uh, some type of video where I explain how to do a CAW show. It's going to be whenever I have free time. I'm currently working on 3 episodes of ECCW right now. I'm going to have 3 episodes of ECCW in a row to build towards No Way Out, just to get that out of the way, so that way I can just focus on Raw and SmackDown. I mean, that's what I might do. If I do ECCW, I might just have them be all in a row, then work on Raw and SmackDown. I'm not sure. It's really up to me whether or not I want to continue this. Also, I'd like to put out the whole thing between H.U. Duke and I has been settled. I mean, we all talked on the phone yesterday and just buried the hatchet. Everything's over with. So if anyone has any beef with him because of me, drop it. That's all I want. And just drop it. It was a pointless war that the two of us were just fighting over some. Just, why were we arguing about it? It's just dumb and stupid. And as for Man Next Generation, you got mad at me for something because I wouldn't let you call me in WEDF, and then you start saying, you know, just stop what you're doing. That was just really immature. I'm just going through the comments right now. It's AJ, he's on the written roster. I'm glad you caught that. Anyway, Dakota Ashley 32 says, "Do you know who created the suspect in Ocean?" That's another thing I'm going to get at. You all think the CAWs I have in WEDF are actually owned by me? They're actually not. Suspect is owned by Wally787. You go to me asking whether or not these guys can go in your leagues, and I have really no control about that. I mean, you have to ask the owner of that. So I'm going to go down here. Suspect is owned by Wally787 or IWT. The Suspect, I think, is IWT Suspect. Oshadex is owned by Oshadex21, owner of New TNA. I mean, he has his own CW in New TNA as a world champion. Let's see. Danny Jackpot is NEW Danny Jackpot or D Jack Extras. Both of those are in my other channels list. You need to check those as well if you can't find it. Check the other channel. And then Zack Star is also owned by Danny Jackpot. I mean, we have this weird thing where I have a way of putting him in any league he wants, but it's really confusing. But just go to him instead. I mean, anyway, let's see. Smokey is owned by Smokey the CAW Reviewer. Use correct spelling when you find that. It's all in the same sentence, all in the same word path. So yeah, he's on ECCW now. There's probably going to be something big planned for that feud. I can't spoil right now, so yeah. Anyway, let's see. skipping over the Franks to 97 because it's over with. WA Federation. Uh, hey Frankie, what is your account name? WAF Federation. What is your account name? You need to tell me that, otherwise I don't know who you are. I've got like 600 members on the forum, so I don't really know what your account name is. Anyway, WQUUEU says, can I have the formula for our book? He's on the community creations. I have an Xbox 360, so I found out on the community creations I don't have CAW formulas. So anyway, Morning Crap Wizard. Although Uso's gonna debut soon, they won't be in. I really don't know. Like I said, it's gonna be hard for me to get any new signees in WEDF. I might have one or two down the road, but that's really it. I don't think I'm gonna have any signees. Awesome Gamer 264. By the way, Awesome Gamer, you really need to stop with the creepy questions. I mean, it's just you really need to stop adding people on Skype and everything. It's just really creepy. Anyway, you ask, how do you make Victor smiling when he is making angry with his heel? It's because I changed his entrance up. That's why. Anyway, I wish the Royal Rumble, well, that's your opinion, but I have reasons for what I did. Probably gonna redo the whole storyline for Raw, so you have to tune in probably next week to find out. Hey dude, I was wondering, can I have your phone for Big Show's heel entrance using episode 152? Alright, I'm gonna give it out to clear. You use Kane's making his way to the ring at the beginning. They use the Great Khali as he's coming in, and he's just coming in. You make Kane again. It's Kane, Khali, Kane, and then Big Show. And you have to use and create an entrance. And anyway, King Sheamus says, you play 2 controllers? Yep, I do. Sometimes I'll use 3. It just depends on whether or not how I need to start pre-playing the book. The matches, I mean. Anyways, 1:30 Isaiah says, my show is going to be better December 25th if they debut of it. I don't know what to say to that. Edge, I made a 1 says, they just went away. It seems like there's a bunch of AJ fans. I don't want to push them so fast. I want to save that for season 3. Let's see. 3 weeks on the stream. I'd probably just do CBBs on the stream. I'm hoping to look and see next month if I can get my unlimited uploads back. I probably won't. But if I do, I'll be open to streaming more stuff. This will be easier. Morning Crap Wizard says, WD's been kind of, yeah, it's kind of been. I'm trying. Will ECPW take past place? I'm really not sure. Anyway, Wrestling Fan 900 Jesus. Dude, you're so cool. I'm not going to request anything. But is Andy late? Who? I mean, why are you asking? I don't know who you guys are. I'm sure you give me requests, but I really don't know many people. I mean, let's see. Anyway. Yeah, I'm just talking, rambling about stuff. Anyway, season 3, WEDF. Not sure about ECCW. I'm just talking about random stuff right now. Anyway, gotta get back to work. See y'all later.